Hello. I have a DJI Osmo Action 4. I have my Android phone and I wanna stream RTMP out of this into this phone and use it in IRL Pro. Let me show you the demo first. Alright, this is my phone screen, and as you can see, it's showing this camera. There's a bit of delay, so if I go top right corner, go overlays, turn that off. So this is just my phone camera, and then I can do picture in picture as well as an overlay, and here we go. So RTMP as source on Android. Example, you take action camera and you restream its video audio using Android. So alternatives, Moblin app on iOS and Apple devices can do it, and Bella Box can do it. So why bother? If Moblin app on iPhone can do it, why can't we have IRL Pro app do it on Android? Are there any apps like Prism, Larix apps, etc.? Can they do it as well? And action cams can only stream RTMP H.264, which is not great for IRL streaming. And IRL Pro tries to fix that, so it allows using converting that stream into SRT HEVC, better quality, less bitrate, dynamic bitrate, bonding, beta over long distances, error correction, disconnect protections, things like that. Plus you can also preview your camera on the screen. You can toggle on and off during the stream multiple sources, and you can use it as sort of a switcher. And all of this is, I'm thinking, is kind of like a mobile OBS, so you don't have to carry like your laptop with you when you're outside. And if you gonna connect different USB mixers, you can do more with audio, I think. So what do you need? You need Android phone. I think tablets will work as well. You need to get IRL Pro app, and you'll need something that sends that RTMP, or you can even send SRT if you want. So it will be the action camera or OBS, other phone, etc. And we'll have to install a server on Android. I will show MediaMTX. If you figure out any other server that can do the same things, that's great. And then optionally, I played around with it. It makes sense to have some kind of audio interface, like USB audio interface, so mixer, and that will allow us to do more with audio on Android. Otherwise, it's a bit limited. Next, IRL Pro. What kind of sources does it support? Only phone cameras and web pages as overlays, and it's like non-interactive. You cannot like click on things or anything. So kind of honorable mention is vdo.ninja. If you want to put something as an overlay into IRL Pro, you can use vdo.ninja. It can do phone and laptop cameras, it can do screen sharing, but what it cannot do is do an RTMP to web page conversion. So MediaMTX server, why it's great for what we need to do, it does this thing where you can send in RTMP, SRT into it if you want, and you get the web page that plays HLS. So I didn't know much about HLS, but apparently the main thing is that it converts RTMP to web page, and a web page you can add as overlays anywhere, and all of those other apps, or you can use even Larix player, SRT player. You can play it on your phone, and you can do Larix screencaster to screen share. Main thing to note is that only protocol changes, so your video doesn't get re-encoded when you send your RTMP source into MediaMTX server, the video audio stays untouched. Only what changes is just the protocol, so RTMP can change to SRT, to HLS, to whatever. Let me show you how I run my MediaMTX server. So I just tap Termux and it's running. Simple. You can also swipe from the top. Termux is gonna show up here, and there's two buttons. You can either exit or acquire wake lock. If you tap acquire wake lock and press home button, so they just make sure it doesn't get killed when it's in the background. Yeah, that's it. Now I'm gonna show you how to install Termux. So I have uninstalled mine. So what I recommend, you just open your browser, your Google Termux, and technically there's a Google Play version of it. It's not gonna work. It's limited on all kinds of ways, so skip that one. If you want, you can use F-Droid. That's kind of alternative to Google Play. So you install F-Droid app, and then inside that app you find Termux and install Termux. So I'm not sure you will need F-Droid for anything else. So what I recommend is you just go to GitHub. On GitHub you scroll all the way to the end. There's a releases section somewhere. At the bottom you see releases, latest release. Tap on that. And there will be different files for different architectures. I recommend just get a universal one. So look for universal. Tap on that. Download that. So that's an application file. So you see I have mine downloaded, so all I have to do is tap on this file. It's gonna bring up all this stuff. So yes, open with the package installer, install, just install it. When it's complaining, tap on more details, install anyway. App installed, open, allow notifications, and we're done. Next we are going to install MediaMTX. So I have this guide. I'm gonna link it below or somewhere, and so you can read it, all this stuff, but I recommend just opening this link. It's just one long page. And what you can do is scroll to the MediaMTX section, and you see there's different things you can copy. So just copy that first line where it says package install wget. Go to Termux. So you tap anywhere, do like a long tap. It's gonna bring up this menu where you can paste that command in, and press enter. So what that is, we're gonna install a tool that allows us downloading files. I tried curl. It has curl built in. It's another tool, but for whatever reason that didn't work. So at some point it's gonna get stuck and say something like, are you sure? Just yes or no. So just tap enter, and it's gonna continue. And that's installed. Next we just follow the guide. So now using the wget tool, just tap on the next line to copy that. So what this is gonna do is you see it just saying we get, and there's a URL to the releases. Anyhow, so what that's gonna do is actually download the archive. So I downloaded it, so now unarchive, long tap anywhere, copy paste, and we have unarchived that file. You see there's different files in there that it listed, and we can run MediaMTX, enter, and it's running. Now that's great, we have it running. The issue is if you kill it and run again, then it's not running, and you would have to run that command every time. So what I did for myself, I just kind of like automatically run MediaMTX every time I start up Termux. That just makes it easier. So how do you set it up? So the way I have it set up is just go to the dock. There's a section called optional configure MediaMTX to auto start, and it explains how to do it and like alternatives. But the way I have it set up, you just like sort of create this file .bash rc. So we open up a text editor, and then we copy that command to run MediaMTX, and we're gonna just again paste it. And then what you do is Control O, enter to write a file, to save it on disk, and Control X to exit out of text editor. Now if you swipe from the left edge and tap new session, you open up a new terminal, and that will try to run a server. Do I have one running anywhere? Sometimes if it doesn't work, it means it's wasn't killed properly. I think it usually means it's stuck somewhere in the background. So I would usually tap this whatever that's called, bottom left button, and then on top active in background, and then stop Termux. Done. I think we killed it properly. Okay, and now we're gonna open up a new session. Okay, and now that's working. You technically have multiple tabs. So tab number 1 is running your server. So you open, swipe from the left, tap new session, and this gives you second terminal to run your commands. So all you have to do, we've created the Wi-Fi network. Your phone is on that network, of course. And all we have to do is type in if config. It's in the dock as well, but yeah, type that. Usually I would maybe do horizontal. So you'll see there's different things. I usually look for it could be named differently on different phones, but my hotspot network is called SW-LAN0. So you find that. So, and under that you look for eNet, and that's the IP. Like to the right of that is your IP. So you just build this URL, put that IP into this URL, program your action camera to stream, to connect to your hotspot, and to stream to this URL. That's it. I bought the trashy iPhone 8 just to use Moblin so I can remote control my DJI Osmo Action, because it's such a great remote control. It's hard to stream with Moblin on iPhone 8, but let me show you. So all I do is I just use this Moblin remote, and I tap, just put that URL I just show you into here, and this will start streaming soon. So DJI Osmo Action is streaming to the server again on the Android to the hotspot. So you can see that there's a bit of a delay, but it's fine. Let me just show you how I did that. Settings in IRL Pro, overlays, web overlays, so that's the URL. So that's the URL. Again, let me go back. I'm streaming DJI with this URL. You see it's port 1935, stream key my stream. So that means I have to match that. For Android, it's gonna, you can use a local host. You don't have to type in the IP, so they're just gonna reference your phone itself. And the port is 8888, and then followed by my stream key, and then as the query params, you can have muted yes or no, and this autoplay thing you don't really have to have. That's it. There's all the other things are pretty much default, except the size, the canvas size is yeah, full HD, and the scale 100%. One thing to note, so video is coming through, that's great. You can have multiple videos, but there's one but, you can only have one of them play audio, so that parameter muted yes or no. If you have multiple RTMP sources, you mute all of them except one, otherwise they're gonna pause, it's not gonna play. Currently GoPro is muted, so if we go to settings, overlays, can you see that? Yeah, web overlays, GoPro, you see for GoPro I have streaming key GoPro and muted yes, so it's muted. You can even remove it by default if you don't specify muted yet param, it's gonna mute it anyway. By default, I think MediaMTX mutes it by default. Muted no, and you press OK, scroll all the way to the down, all the way to the bottom, and tap update, otherwise it's not gonna save. So do that. So now you see GoPro is trying to play audio and DJI is playing audio. So depending which one's the last one, I think that will sort of play the audio. Let me show you what I mean. So if I hide GoPro, DJI is playing. If I show GoPro, DJI stopped playing, and GoPro is playing, and so on. So whoever is the last one enabled, that sound plays, that video plays, and DJI, oops, and it pauses all the other sources if they play sound. Now if you mute the sound, they will play fine. So Also, I just have this overlay with the black screen, just a black background, and I can have it to hide that video, you know, from the phone cameras. Now you may or may not know that the Android, whatever your phone plays, IRL Pro doesn't really capture. So if you want to hear the audio from that RTMP stream, what I do is I have to connect something to USB of the phone, and I use this Rode AI micro, for example, and so the audio comes out. Let me show you. So your stream is coming through. It's technically playing through your phone's speakers. Now if you want to capture that, you take something like this, you connect your USB, the audio will go through this, so whatever your phone plays will go into this thing, and it will usually play through your headphones jack. So what I do is I connect the headphone jack to the microphone in, and that works. And that means your phone will automatically recognize this thing as both audio input and output, and you just put audio output inside the input, and that's how I capture everything that phone plays. And there's more detail on the dock that I have. Another option is I have this this mixer called and it has a button, just has a button to do the same thing. It's just gonna, everything, the audio goes through USB to the audio device, and it comes back through the USB as well. So this button on this mixer does that. And there's other different options. So if that's one way to do it. Another way, if you kind of like all you want to do is to have one mic, you just use the mic of your phone, or you can connect something to your phone, and there will be a bit of delay because the video is from camera is coming to your phone. There's like maybe 3-second delay, so you will have to find a way to correct that. If you're streaming through the PC, if you stream from your phone to PC at home, you can fix that delay. That's another option. One thing to note is if you want to charge your phone and connect stuff to the USB-C, just get this adapter. It's a USB-C that splits it into one thing is for charging and one thing is for data or audio cards or OTG stuff, and that does it. Okay, that's all I have to share. If you have any questions, let me know, but otherwise go ahead and read the doc. There's a lot of detail in there.